Hi everybody, it's Dr. J from thefightdoctor.ca. Today, going to be sitting with Tito Ortiz. He's here in Vancouver at the Popeyes store in Kitsalano. As you know, lately we've been talking about the culture of MMA and actually the fight world. And so we're going to ask Tito a few questions. Tito, thanks again. Thanks for being here. Good. Tell us, what is the MMA, well, I mean the fight world culture, because you're not just an MMA fighter. I mean, you're an accomplished wrestler. And yeah, I don't know. Tell us a little bit about what you think the fight culture, as far as clothing, tattoos.
I think it's a business. It's a business all in general. I started it back in 2000. Actually, since '97, my fight game. But since '99, where the business acumen really started coming about to me, and it's really been a lifestyle for me. I started my clothing company, Punishment Athletics, in 1999. I just recently started my nutrition line, Punishment Nutrition. Fight gear, Punishment Fight Gear, and my gym I just opened up just last year also, Punishment Training Center, and it's a business acumen that you got to kind of go about, not just a fight. It's not getting in a cage and fighting and yeah, I'm the best fighter in the world. No, it's a business. From day one I understood of it as being a business, and a lot of the fighters haven't really believed in that. They just thought, oh, I'm going to get in a cage and fight and I'm going to be the best in the world, that's it. Well, those are the guys that I forgot about.
Yeah, it's definitely an entrepreneur world when it comes to marketing yourself. I mean, you've done really well with that, with Punishment Athletics. I mean, I see, you walk on the street, sometimes you see like a mother, with like two kids walking around. There's no fighter standing beside her, and she's got Punishment Athletic t-shirt on. So, I mean, it's really gotten quite broad. I know a lot of guys that only wear your stuff, so I mean, good on for you, But I mean,
I have a lot of great fans who have given me a lot of respect and a lot of credit. Credit is due. I busted my butt to be where I am today.
You did the politics.
There's a lot of politics in it, but at the same time, I've stayed honest and I've stayed real to myself. I look in the mirror and I have integrity and I have respect for myself, because there's a lot of things where I never sold out. And just one of those things that. It's part of the game, At the end of the night, you got to respect yourself, and I've done that, and I never step on anybody to get ahead, and I've always been respectful to others around me and try to help others come up as I was coming up myself.
That's good. I guess, is there anything that you would feel like? I mean, obviously you built that brand for yourself. As far as tattoos, a lot of people know that you have a tattoo.
Two tattoos.
Two tattoos.
An H and a B.
Exactly.
When I was 18, I was born and raised in Huntington Beach. H and a B. I thought it was kind of like my birth certificate.
I hear you.
And a lot of guys in Huntington, they actually have a bunch of tattoos. They have sleeves, and I didn't like needles. It didn't feel good. I mean, I'd say, well, that's weird. You're a fighter. Why wouldn't things hurt? Well, I'm a normal person. I fight because it's a business to me. I like to compete against another man to see who the best guy is, but I don't like pain. I don't like to get punched. You tell me a guy who likes to get punched, I'll show you a stupid man.
You've met a few of those, right?
A lot of them.
I've met a few of those. So I mean, it is in the world, but
it is. Those are the guys that don't. They say they like to get punched, but all of a sudden their career is over because they get knocked out over and over again. And I'm not that type of guy, and I don't want that to happen.
For the fight culture, you're rocking a nice watch. I see. I mean, a lot of folks. I mean, you dress well. Tattoos, homes, cars. Tell us about that.
I have a lot of materialistic things. I was a kid who came from nothing. My parents were drug addicts, and I went through living on the streets, living in motels, living in cars, living in garages, and I've always wanted the higher life. I have 3 boys. I want to make sure that I have everything I never had as a kid. I own a beautiful home in Huntington Beach, of course, in the harbor. I own a boat, 38-foot boat with trip engines on it. I own a Phantom, I own a Panamera Porsche, I own an Escalade, I own
all because you've worked hard.
All because I worked hard, and I came from nothing. Nothing's ever been given to me, ever. I've always busted my butt to make it happen. And when I sit in those things, my house, I got a house in Big Bear that I bought from Oscar De La Hoya. I bought my mom a house for Christmas, and it's about taking care of my family, I want to make sure my kids have nothing to worry about. My son Jacob, who just turned 10, he just took second in the state in wrestling, and I tell him, Jacob, I'll buy you anything, everything you want, as long as you get straight A's in school, and you respect your mom, and you respect your peers, and you respect your teachers, and he does that, hand over fist like no other. And it's about, like I said, making him know what respect's really about, and what hard work and dedication is about. When he was 4 years old, he's like, Dad, I can't wait to get a job. I'm like, for what? He's all, so I could drive nice cars like you. So you understand what hard work's about, and I don't want any of my kids to be spoiled. I'll spoil them, but they got to earn it. You know, they got to get great grades in school, and they got to respect their mother, of course, and respect their teacher. And you know, respect's a big value that I've learned in my life, and it's just one of those things that with family and elders, you got to have that.
I mean, you obviously touched a lot on family. Do you feel that, I mean, you got some great values there, and you're teaching your kids some good things. Personally, my little boy was voted most polite boy in his school last year in kindergarten. So, I mean, I think maybe you could answer this question. Do you feel that fighters make better parents because of all the hard work that they've had to go through, the blood, sweat, and tears, broken bones, and surgeries, and all this other jazz?
Yeah, I think so. And there's a few there's a few fighters who aren't parents yet, and they go out and they cause havoc and they go nuts. But you know, you say you love a person, you don't love a person until you have a kid.
No, I agree.
When you have a kid, there's no love like that.
Man, I completely agree with you. Yeah, nothing like a hug or a kiss from your child that your partner or your family can't even give you.
When they tell you, like, Dad, I love you. It's like, and they ask you like just crazy questions like, where'd that come from, or this, and to be a molder, you know, to be a sculptor to a human being, and that's what I am. You know, to 3 boys, and I'm very lucky. And I tell parents over and over again, what you mold your child in is what he's going to become, or her, what she's going to become, 100%. And they think, oh, they're not paying attention, they're not listening. No, they're listening to every detail, every word you say, and they look up to you like no other. You know, I've heard families and friends that their parents would lie to them. You know, my parents lied to me and did drugs on me, and I always believed them. And no matter how much horrible stuff they would do, I still would believe them. I would still have trust in them. That's what as parents are, I guess.
Yeah. Good parents. Good.
Well, I mean, bad parents.
Bad parents.
They'll teach you like that, but great parents will like say what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to become, and I'm trying to be. You know, I'm human, and I make some mistakes. You know, I'm not a role model. I'm an inspiration because of the good things I've done through my life and the things that I've worked for to get where I am today. And I look at my past. And I've gone through some bad things, some troublesome things, but the good things that I've done, I've really am thankful for it. You know, either an angel's looking over me, God's looking over me. You know, my grandfather that passed away when I was really young was looking over me. Someone's looking over me because I have some blessed skills, and you know, my business acumen is working hard. You know, I did the apprentice with Donald Trump, and he told me, you know, Tito, no matter how hard things get, just keep working, keep your nose to the grindstone, and keep working, and things will come out the best for you. And I haven't stopped, man. I haven't stopped. And there's been a lot of people that try to shut me down, a lot of people try to keep me down, and I prevail. And I'll prevail each and every time. And I try to teach my family that same thing. And hopefully a lot of other families and a lot of other fighters will see the, you know, business acumen I come from, or just, you know, being a human being in general, of what hard work and dedication can achieve you.
You know, I got to tell you, some of the things you just said, I mean, I have to admit, I have a newfound respect for you. I mean, it's hard to, you know, you're getting interviewed on the fights, the training, and everything like that, or some crap that went on in your life. I mean, nobody has anyone asked you these sort of questions. I mean, this is something that's digging a little bit deeper into the world of Tito Ortiz, and, you know, I hope a lot of other fighters. You know, all I got to say is keep doing what you're doing. You're doing awesome.
Thank you.
I really appreciate the time with you, Tito. Is there anything else you want to say to the viewers on YouTube?
No, of course, all the viewers. I appreciate you guys' support. Check my fight out, UFC 148, of course, from Las Vegas, as I crush Forrest Griffith's face. Of course, go to punishment.com, check out my clothing company, Punishment Nutrition, and follow me on Twitter, @Tito Ortiz. Appreciate you guys' support here in Vancouver, Canada, at Popeyes Nutrition.
Thanks, everybody. This is Dr. J from thefightdoctor.ca with Tito Ortiz. Keep scrapping. Cheers.